All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I'm giving all praises to Yahweh, Bashim Yahweh Shai, Bashim Kakodash. Double honors to the apostles of GMS, so the Lord set up to teach the truth and sincerity. Around Yalak and Ra'ah from the Sheep of Red Camp. All right, my page is Strive for Truth Unto Death. Seen this on CNN. Also, I was watching, if y'all watch the Netflix, they got the series with Our Planet, and they go into one with the I think the coldest places, and they touch up on the polar bears and how the ice over there is melting, due to the global warming situation, which is putting polar bears out of habitat because the ice is melting way too fast. Polar bears are pretty much dying off and starving to death. So here on CNN, this article, well, this video popped up on CNN's Instagram, and it says hungry polar bear spotted wandering miles, hundreds of miles from natural habitat. Now, what does that have to do? Now, that has a lot to do when you're dealing with the scriptures. And first thing I'm gonna go to is the book of 2nd Esdras, chapter 5, verse 8. It says, there shall be a confusion also in many places, and the fire shall be off sent out again, and the wild beasts shall change their places. You see that? So the wild beasts shall change what their places where they habitat. I was also watching the part where the whales don't travel to a certain area no more. Certain sharks don't. Coral reefs is dying off. So these animals from where they once had a habitat will have to change their locations or change their areas where they will have to like nest at or hunt at, because due to the habitat dying off. Now, who is responsible for this habitat? Okay, the one who is responsible for the habitat is the wicked. All right, because according to Job, let's get that. Let's get that in the book of Job. All right, Esau. Esau has the fatness of the earth. Let me get that actually. He is the one who's responsible. All right, this is Genesis 27:38. Esau said to his father, hast thou but one blessing, my father? Bless me, even me also, O my father. And Esau lifted up his voice and wept. Verse 39, and Isaac his father answered and said unto him, behold, thy dwelling shall be the fatness of the earth and the dew of heaven from above. All right, now in Job, it speaks on the wicked bearing rule of the whole earth. Job 9:24, the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. So the operations of how the earth is conducted is inside the hand of the wicked. And inside their hand, they got trash all over Caribbean beaches. All right, beautiful places. Paradise, lands of paradise has now become dumps. You know, Caribbean beaches have up to 3 times more trash than the average globally. Make up 1 in 3 pieces of beach litter. See that? You see that? All right. Litter provides up to 15% of breeding habitats for mosquitoes carrying dengue fever and other diseases. So all it is bringing forth diseases. And now, of course, this is prophecy because the Lord said he'll bring forth plagues. So more plagues is being formed. All right, animals are dying because all of this plastic inside the habitat where animals going to live there, diseases is growing, and come on, you know who's to blame for this? All right, so who's to blame? Who runs Jamaica? What money do they use? Okay, of course they use the British runs over there. So why don't they have full flight? All of these situations, which you're gonna come to find out, all right, is that the Most High have a controversy with the inhabitants of the land. I'm gonna get that scripture, all right? Because right now, the ones who are running this earth are damn slumlords. They don't care nothing about life, all right? All they care about is actually destroying the putting pain and hell on the so-called Blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans. That's all that matters. And with them keeping you dumb and dulled down, they continue to rule the society. As long as they have you low, degraded, following after sin, they will remain in power. But the Most High is returning due to the signs that we're seeing across the world, all right? Because this devil will destroy this whole damn place. See that? Poisoning marine life and coral reefs. So what does that mean? And transmitting diseases. So what does that mean? What happens to the fish in that area? They die off. They have to leave. So one article we're seeing it happen inside of the sea. The other one we're seeing it happen with the polar bears. And this is happening all over the world. Same thing with the Amazon forest, trees being cut down, animals having to move from there. This is not just happening in one area, and we could just target that area. It's happening in multiple areas. It's like you have a disease in your foot, your arm, heart disease, lung disease, brain disease, all at the same damn time. You know, because you're not taking care of these areas. You're not giving it the proper nourishment. You're not treating it the way it ought to be treated. Right, and that's what's happening. You know, consider putting the earth as you controlling your body, and you having all these different pains, and you never treating them. They just worsen. All right, and let me finish this. Actually, it says. Let me start from in the side of my sea shall cast out fish. You know, fishes is going to be dying. What is transmitting diseases? The coral reefs is being poisoned due to the pollution in the water with all of these plastics and different wastes. All right, mosquitoes is growing and making noise in the night, which many have not known. Those are horns that the people be recording. Oh man, they've been hearing some strange noises. All right, these things are spoken of in the Bible. This is the only book you're gonna get your answers. But they shall all hear the voice thereof. Verse 8, there shall be a confusion also in many places, and the fire shall be all sent out again, and the wild beasts shall change their places, and menstruous women shall bring forth monsters. All right. You know that these young kids out here is monsters, man. I seen one kid curse his teacher out. And then she's like, all right, do you need to take out a class? And he said, F you, B-I-T-C-A, a little kid. All right, he's monsters, man. That dude is a monster. The demon that's on him is a monster. All right. But focusing back on this article, man, look at this stuff, man. Look at this stuff, man. 27 million people visit Caribbean every year, with tourism account for 15% of the region's economy. Pollution is putting this at risk. Everybody want to come and be tourists. Yo, I'm going over here. I'm going to Mexico. I'm going over here. I'm going. But look, this whole damn wildlife is just dying off. You ain't gonna have no place to go to in a second. The way that this thing is operating, because no one is understanding that, because this society is not pushing out that message. This society wants you to be dumbed down and so stupid you know, that they don't want you to know anything. They just want to keep you blindfolded, keep you in pleasure land. All right, but this world is at a very end. Now let's check out this video with the polar bear. Hungry polar bear spotted wandering hundreds of miles from natural habitat. This dude's supposed to be somewhere in the middle of the glacier land with straight ice and seals and stuff like that. This dude is over here where people is at. A polar bear. He's supposed to be where the polar ice caps is. This guy's is You know, so these things that are breaking out of prophecy, man, this place is falling apart. All right. Let me get Isaiah 24. Isaiah 24:5. The earth also was defiled under the inhabitants thereof. You see that? The earth is defiled, it's polluted. All right, it's destroyed, polluted, it's corrupted. All right, under the inhabitants thereof, be godless. All right, you think there's a land Sabbath? No one even knows what a land Sabbath is. And see, these people that take leadership, that swear on the Bible, they don't follow by it. It's supposed to be a land Sabbath. You're supposed to actually allow the land to rest after 7 years. You're not supposed to touch part of that land. So it rebacks. So it regrows. Okay, recuperates. You can't just keep fishing one area and then expect. No, you think it's gonna happen? Fish is gonna die out, and it's gonna throw off the whole equation of them fish, maybe eating another smaller fish, which feeds on the coral reefs. With it throwing off the balance of how this earth is put into place. All right, and now the catastrophe. 10 years later, now you're seeing the after effects. You're seeing the after effects of this stuff, man. Now you got diseases spreading out in the waters and affecting the people now. So people going to die. Yeah, that's what it says. It says it's supposed to be profane, polluted. All right. So what it says, the earth is defiled under the inhabitants thereof because they have transgressed the laws. How? Because they've broken the laws. What are the laws, man? The land Sabbaths, the different laws there is inside these scriptures. Okay? Spilling blood on the land. When you spill blood on the land, you defile the land as well. All right? It makes the earth yield less than it should because the blood is seeking into the earth. You can't feed the earth blood. You understand? And look how much bloodshed is being done. I mean, these guys is planning on going to war. It says change the ordinance. Okay, what? Change the ordinance. Okay, the operations, the orders. They put things out of order. Men and women are now equal. That's impossible. Men and women are not equal, not according to the Most High. It's not how life was set up to be. A woman has a powerful position to play, but a woman is lesser than a man, and a man has a powerful position to play. But that man is below the Most High. People don't believe in God. So you have this place totally out of order, man. It says, broken the everlasting covenant. Okay, the Most High have made an everlasting covenant, and it's totally broken. Verse 6, therefore have the curse devoured the earth. So the earth is cursed. So you got niggas shooting, killing each other, oil being spilled all over the place, people fighting over this, people fighting for over that, animals becoming extinct, people dying off. And the whole chasm, just think about it, drive you crazy. All right. This is why you got people. Look at the suicide rate of people. It has to be something wrong with this place if you got up to 100 and some people that commit suicide a day. That is ridiculous. Life is supposed to be beautiful. Should be nobody entering in this realm and then just saying, oh, hell no, I got to leave here. That's not what this place was made to be. All right. But this is the worst case scenario currently inside of a hell. This is the worst case scenario. All right. You work all damn day and you got to eat GMO food. Therefore, have the curse devoured the earth. They that dwell therein are desolate. Therefore, the inhabitants of the earth are burned and few men left. And the Most High is going to burn this place. All right. Because guess what? If it's a disease, what you do, you burn it. You put chemo to it. All right. If it's cancer there, you put chemo to it. You burn it. You destroy it. And that's what the Most High is going to do because it's diseases, there's bad things progressing in this earth. So the Most High have to hit the reset button. All right. Let's get that scripture. It says to Rock 10 and 10. The physician cutteth off a long disease. He that is today a king, tomorrow shall die. All right. The king of today, the Most High, in the future is planning to cut off. Because no flesh, as the scriptures say, no flesh will be saved. All right, if the place was to continue. Revelations 11 and 18. The nations were angry. All right, what are the nations angry? They're angry that they even allow their philosophies of this society to come into their land. All right, the Middle East, and so on and so forth, all over. All right, and that wrath has come, the time of the dead, that they should be judged, and that thou shouldest give reward unto thy servants, the prophets. Oh, so you're not talking about ball players? No, it says the Most High is going to give us rewards to service the prophets. That's why, man, go ahead, enjoy the glory of the flesh. According to the scriptures, the Most High is giving his reward in Revelation 11:18 to the servants, the prophets, the who are speaking his word, those who are prophesying, and to the saints. Now, who are the saints? Go to Psalms, the book of Psalms, okay? And it says the saints of the Israelites. It says, and to the saints and them that fear thy name. So then you have to know the name. Small and great, and shouldest destroy them which destroy the earth. Let me read that again. And shouldest destroy them which destroy the earth. All right. So that's what the Most High has to do. All right. Because of the bad management. The slumlord got to be cast out. Anyway, Lord willing, this was edifying. Again, double honors to the apostles of GMS. And all praises to Yahweh by Shemi Awashai, by Shemi Kakadash. Shalom.